Welcome to my YouTube channel, Tutor Ayodele. Today we are going to be looking at how to draw this isometric block here. So this is an isometric block. We are giving all the dimension, as you can see, 15, 15, 15. So based on this dimension, we are going to be using this our AutoCAD software to draw this isometric drawing that you are seeing here. So what are we going to do? First, we need to set our unit and our limit on the AutoCAD software. So you can see my unit is in millimeters. So you enter your command line here, you enter unit. So you can see unit. The unit is the position is in 0.00. You see that, and my unit is in millimeters. So you press OK after that. Then you set your limit. So you specify your limit based on the kind of drawing you want to draw. Now let's start with the drawing. So we pick the command line. So from the command line, you can pick any point to start your drawing. So let me pick this point here. I start my drawing going. So you can see I'm following the angle. The angle is 150 degree. So I go, you can see the distance there. You see the distance here is 85. So you follow the green line, 85. Just enter 85 on your keyboard, then you press enter. So you can see that that's the 85 line. So we can leave it. You see, you cannot see, so we press zoom. So let's zoom it to see the line that we just drew. Just enter zoom, then A for all. So it should be capital letter A. So you can see we can see our line from here. All right. So let's just move the line a little bit. Let me move the line a little bit. Let me click on the line and then come to move it. So let me just move it somewhere here. Okay, you can see that on the screen. All right, so we need to, you see, going like this, 30 degree is 100. So we are in isometric mode. You can see all this line is 30 degree to the horizontal. This is the isometric mode here. You need to turn it on. This is iso drafting. So let's continue the drawing. You see this line going here is 100. So let me get that line also. Let me get that line. Go to the command line and get 100 going this way. Sorry, 100. You can see that. So going up is 80. Sorry. Yeah, so that should be 80. All right. So we should be coming 30 degree down. 30 degree down. You can see the measurement there is this measurement here is given on this other side 15. So I come, where's the 30 degree line? You see that? So 15. You can see that's the 15 there. Then following the 90 degree down, this is the measurement here, 20. So let's get 20. Okay. So from 20, I'm going to become like this, 35. Just follow the measurement. So that's 20, 35. So we go this way. The measurement is given there. You can see 30. This is the measurement here. 30. So go this way. 30. Then coming like this in 30 degree. The measurement there is the same as 15. Can you see that? The measurement there is 15. If, okay, just check. If here is 15, here is from here to here is 35. So, and if you remove 20 from it, it's 15 that is left. So that's coming this way. Sorry, coming this way is also 15. Then come this way. What's the measurement there? If you see, the measurement as a whole is 30, and we have removed. Okay, let me just show you here. The measurement from the whole measurement is 30, but if we remove 15 from it, that means the remaining that is left is 15 also. So 15, then we have it here going like this 20, and going up 2 degrees also 20. So let me bring out that. Let's zoom. That zoom. We zoom all. So that's what we have been drawing so far. Let me make it a little bit smaller by reducing it so you can see it this way. All right, let's move our coordinates. Let's move it to the origin. All right. Okay. Okay. Now we'll continue with our drawing. I want to get this line here to be close. This line, this line. You see, the measurement here is a square. Is a square. It's 15. 15. So let's get it from here. From here we go 15. Go this way. See, that's accurately 15. Then we close it up 15. Okay, you see a line here. Let's get that line. So let me come to this point. You see, specifying the point already. So close it there. Now we have drawn this, the whole of this part. The whole of this part. So let's come from here and get this one. Alright. So from here, from this middle, let's start from here. We are going to go up. The distance there is 15. Then coming this way, we see if the whole of, okay, let's do a simple mathematics here. The whole of this is 100, and we have removed 35 plus 15, which is what? Which is 50, right? So if we remove 50 from 100, that's the length from here to here is 50. So let's get 50. All right, 50. Okay, you can see is accurately joining to that point as 45. Okay, enter. So now what's left for us to do? Let's get this side like this. Okay, so let's pick our command line, and we are going up here. You can see the measurement there is 15. All right, and we close it there. So what do we need to do? We need to get from here. We know from here to here is 15. Then we get this line here perpendicular to this. Then that's the distance here we have said is 50. Then going up this full length will be what is given here as 60 plus 25. And what will that be? 60 plus 25 is going to give us 85. Okay, so let's quickly draw that. Pick the command line, then go to this point. We are going this way 15. Then from that we go 30 degree, 50. So from there we go up to 85. All right, so we can, from 85 we can go 30 degree like this, 15 also. All right, so from that end I'm going to join to this end. All right, and I'll do likewise for the second point. This point, I'm going to join into this point. Sorry. Okay, so we have that part already. Now let's continue with the remaining of the drawing. You can see this part from here to here, we just need to close it up. That's this here. At this point, we need to close it up. Then we get this distance. This distance is 15. And now we're going to get this. We just come down from here and we go 20 like this. Okay. And this length here will be 60 to this point. Okay, so let's quickly draw that. Pick the command line. Let's come to this point. Okay. Now, to this point, we are going. What's the distance there? Okay, so if we check the distance there, that should be. We know. Okay, let me quickly do something. We know the length here from this part to this part is giving us 45 because this is 80. When we remove 20, that's 60. So if we also remove 15, that's 45. You get, so the whole of this length is 45, right? So if we remove 25 from 45, that means from here to here will be 20. Okay, so now let's go this way, 20. All right, so we are going to go 30 degree. It's giving us 20. The length there is 20. All right, so you go like this, 60. So let's check something out there. You can see that is 30 degree to that side. So that means our measurement was correct. So we enter. Oh, sorry. I supposed to enter before I escape. So, right. That's a perfect one. So what do we need to do next? We need to get this line like this in 30 degree. Then we get this line. We get this. We can generate these ones like this. You get. So let's quickly do those ones. So from this point, I will say we go in 30 degree. So the length there is already 15 as it is given there. Okay, so you can see it. Then we go up. What's the length? 60, right? So this is 60. Okay, 60 going this way is giving us 20. If you can see the measurement clearly, this is 20. So that's the distance there. So I'm going to go on the green line. Don't forget, on the green line. So I'm going 20. Can you see that? And I'm going to go this way, following that path. You see the distance, the length there is 35. So when I enter the 35, I'm going to go this way, 15. So I'm going to close it up there, and you can see that there the measurement there is showing me 50 exactly. And if you okay, and if you the distance there show me 50 just now, if you see 35 plus 15 is going to give us 50, right? So that means is absolutely correct. All right, so what's remaining? I need to get a line here from this point, then going 90 degree to come and hit this point. You see? Okay. All right. So, and the last line we need to get is this line here, joining here also. And these are, we have drawn it. Then what's next? We need to get the circle. A circle is there. Now this circle This circle is an isometric circle, so it shouldn't be a perfect circle. It shouldn't be a perfect circle because of that. This circle is going to be a form of elliptical in shape. So let's first get the dimension. You can see that the diameter of the circle is said to be 25. That means if the diameter is 25, that means the radius is going to be what? The radius is going to be 12.5. Okay, so and you see that the distance from here to the center of the circle is 35, and the distance from here to the center of the circle is 25. So if we go this way, let's pick the line. Okay, so we get this line going this way. You see the distance there is 30. This distance here from this point to the middle of the circle is 35, and if you are going this way, the distance there is 25. Okay, so that means going this way is 35. So let's enter 35. Okay, this is the midpoint of the circle from this part. So let's do it that way. Then let's get this one like this. Okay, so what are we going to do? So we need to close this part up. All right, thanks. Okay, then you can see going this way like this is 25. To get the midpoint of the circle, this is the midpoint of the circle also. All right, so we said from the diameter here is 25. So to get the radius, if we divide 25 into 2, that's 12.5. Okay, so I'm going to get from here 12.5 like this. So that's 12.5. Okay, same thing I'm going to do for the other side. So let me pick the command line. Okay, 12.5. All right, now from that point, what are we going to get? So let's quickly do a little this in there. You see, we need to get an inner circle there. So to also get that inner circle, we need to create its own dimension. So to create its own dimension, we are going to get something like this. You know, the distance going down this way, distance going down that way is what? Is 15. So from 15 we go this way and taking it up. Okay, we are trying to create another box for the inner circle, so we can know where to put our line. So this is the inner diameter for the other one. We go 15 again, and on 30-degree match it up, and from there get, so that should be 15. Yeah, 15. So can you see that? Okay, so if we are to, now let's get the midpoint rather. Let's get the midpoint. So to get the midpoint, what are we going to do? That means we are going to get this line like this coming down. You get, then we take it on this axis. So that's the, okay, let me just take it to this point. Okay, so we have gotten the line we need to get. So you need to understand what I just did here. For proper understanding, you can take time to watch the video one more time. I'm just trying to get the midpoint. So I can get we can do our circle now using 2 point. So for the first circle, you for the outer circle, you can see this is the midpoint. So I'm going to go like this to any distance, but the width of the circle is 12.5. So this is the outer circle. This is the outer circle. Then for the inner circle, if you watch closely this line, and see where does it cut across this midpoint. It cut across it here. Okay, let me just pick the line command, then they met here. All right, that's the intersection. So what am I going to do? So only point, but what? Okay, let me expand it to this. Anywhere you expand it at this. Okay, so 12.5. Sorry, there's a mistake there. Okay, let me pick it again. I said this is the midpoint. If you check very well, if you can, yeah. So that's the midpoint. Might go like this. So 12.5, yes. 12.5. Then 12. So I think we have a problem there. Okay, coming. Alright. Now let's check the line very well. You see, it's going down. Sorry, it's going down from here and coming here. It cut across this line at this point. Yeah, so this is the point. That's the point. Now we need to expand it to this part. 12.5. You can see that's the 12.5. So that's 12.5 actually. Okay, 12.5. Now that's the circle we have been looking for. So let me try and zoom everything so you can see it very clear. Let's zoom, then enter all. Okay. Now we have to cut so as to get our perfect drawing here. Okay, we use the cut command. That's it. I'm sorry, the trim command. So we are going to trim those lines that we do not need. We are going to trim them off. Now you can see that you need to have a proper understanding on how to use how to get the circle, because you need to understand how to get the circle. So you can watch out on my next video to see how you are going to get your circle as perfect as this. Alright, so uh yeah. I want to get rid of this one. Okay. So just take your time to trim the ones you don't need, the ones you don't. Okay. So here we have our join. You see. So now to dimension it, we need to choose the dimension. So you can see it's on annotate. You need to go to dimension. You click on this standard. Let's need to choose annotate. So annotative. Okay. And see that then we'll choose this align. Okay. This 1:10. That's my drawing. Alright. So let's start giving it dimension. You can see from here to this point. You can see it's 15. So you can't see that very well, but we have it there. 15. Okay. Pick again. Come from here. Going to this point. We select the point. So you can't see that well as well. So but that should be 80. That is 80. So click on it. Okay, maybe you can see better. Now let's dimension this from here to this point is 20, 15. So dimension. Okay. Uh, um, all right. Okay. So we're almost done. Now pick this point and sorry. Okay. Let's make it a little bit smaller so I can get that part. All right. Okay. From this point to this point. Okay. Now, sorry, you need to click on that. This is strictly for beginners, so is Okay, almost done. Okay, let's stop the dimension there. Let's zoom. All right, these are work here. So what do we need to do? We need to, you can see the dimensions are not properly aligned to the angles. So we need to make them to align to the angles in which we are using them for. You can see this is supposed to be aligned with 90 degree, this with 90 degree, see, this with 150 degree, this with 30 degree, and this one's with 90 degree. So to do that, we are going to go to annotate. So when you go to annotate, you go to your dimension, you see dimension, then you click on oblique option. Now it's going to say you should select object you want to upgrade. So now it's going to say you should select object you want to upgrade. So this is the oblique option. We want to, we select this one, select this one, select all the ones that is supposed to be in 90 degrees. You can see this one is supposed to be 90 degrees. This one is supposed to be 90 degrees. Which other one? Okay, I think that's all the ones that want to be in 90 degrees. So you are going to, when you finish selecting, you enter. Then you put the angles that you want them to be in 90. So can you see that all of them, this one align with this angle, this align with 90 degree, this with 90 degree, this with 90 degree. So you see this one is supposed to be in 150 degree, like I said, and also this one, and which other one? I think anyone that is going this way, yeah, it's supposed to be in 150 degree. So let's do that. You are going to come and some and choose the oblique option again. Then you select this also, this also, select this one, select this one, select this one. So those are the ones that are supposed to be in 150 degrees. So after selecting, you press enter. Then you put your angle 150 degrees. Then you enter it. So you can see as they align with the angle, they align with the angle. This is aligned. This is aligned. So the remaining is supposed to be at 30 degree. So that's what I'm going to do. We are going to align it to 30 degree. So let's do that. Go to dimension, you choose oblique option, and select this and this. Okay, then you enter first, then you specify the angle as 30 degree, and here we are done. So let's zoom everything, and you see the output. So here we have it. Here we have it. Oh, sorry, there is this one here that we didn't align. So let's quickly align that. This should be aligned to 30 degree. Okay, now we are done. This is our drawing. So this is it. Right. So thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, like and share to your colleagues. Thanks for the section.